What is up, all you sexy nerds? GrizzlyMcB here, and you are listening to and watching Nerd is the New Sexy Entertainment, the podcast. This is episode number 187 of season 10, and I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend. We love to love him, Mr. Wyldfyre1. And our topic today is all things Pirates of the Caribbean. Something that we've been wanting to do for a few years now, and we just finally said, fuck it, let's do it.
Well, it was on our list, and the time was right. I guess there's a new movie coming out, and that's the thing. We're gonna talk about the movies. We're gonna talk about kind of the ride, or love for the ride, and all that, and we're gonna go from there. So before we start on the topic, though, is there any news you want to talk about? Anything new going on in the life of Grizz, or anything? Any news on what we're doing?
Not that I can think of, no. I mean, it's been, those of you that have been watching and listening for a while, especially watching our other content, you'll know I haven't really done a Nerd Chronicles in a few months.
Well, you were scheduled for what? You were scheduled.
I was scheduled originally for August, and then again for September, and yeah, that didn't really go as planned.
Yeah, for reasons we had previously mentioned.
Yep. So, I'll be doing one soon.
Yeah, I think I got you scheduled for this month, right? November.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get fandom on the next one, but we'll see. We'll see.
So, other than that, we're still streaming, still doing our games, still doing the podcast.
Last podcast, I was scheduled to come on, and I for some reason the month of October, as much as I love it, hates me, and my sciatic got really bad probably about the first week of October.
Mm-hmm.
So sitting for long periods of time, even 30 minutes, an hour, what have you, more or less made it worse. It started while I was playing a game of Ill and Tail with Jade, and I streamed for about 4 hours on playing that with her, and then I got up and my back's like, nope, what'd you do to me? I'm all fucked up now. So
not today.
Yeah, so like I missed more work than I wanted to because of this back pain, and yeah, that's what's new with me. It's finally kind of subsiding. It's still kind of painful. I still gotta get up and walk around a little bit when I sit for too long. But I've been playing. I played a few games and streamed a few times, and I didn't get to do half as much Halloween shit as I wanted to, as far as like gameplays. And I started playing Silent Hill 2 remake, and during the middle of all that, that's when all this shit happened. So I kind of had to put that on the back burner, and a bunch of the other scary games I was going to play for October on the back burner. But I did get to play some. I streamed with J-Mac and my buddy Doc, and we played, Devour and some other games, which was really fun. Games that this guy won't play with me because he doesn't like Devour.
Fuck that game.
They're trying. Hey, you know what? J-Mac wants you to play it.
I know he does, and I'm not going to.
I got you to play it once, and that was it. So. The way we record this podcast is being recorded probably the first week of November.
Mm.
And this is also my birthday month. Yay!
Happy birthday.
But other than all that, the back pain's kind of been sucking. Personal stuff. I guess I've been taking one of those weight loss supplement shots for other issues, but it's working, and I guess I'm losing weight. That's a thing.
Samesies.
Yeah, so that's good. It's like I can't. My shoulder starts feeling better, and my back starts acting up. There's no fucking winning, right? But other than that, we're doing okay here. I'm here this week. I couldn't be here last podcast because, like I said, the back issues, but. Here I am, and we're doing this. We're at it. We're going at it. And hopefully after this, I can walk.
Right.
But yeah, this, as you said earlier, the podcast is about the Pirates of the Caribbean, the rides, the movies, and all that other stuff. Which one would you rather start on? You want to talk about the ride?
So, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride opened at Disneyland in Anaheim, California on March 18th, 1967. I didn't realize it came out that early.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, to a lot of people, 1967 is an ancient time. That's how old we are. I mean, I wasn't around in the 60s, but
yeah,
but it wasn't that long. Like I was born maybe what 10 years later?
Yeah, 12 years later.
About 12 years later.
I know math is hard.
Yeah, so it's not that long ago in comparison to us, but to other people, you you youngsters, you fucking millennials and youngsters and Gen Zs and A's and B's and
there, cowboy.
All you youngsters that were born in like the 2000s and shit, what are they called now, the Zennials or what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably won't remember, or at least look at that as it's a long time ago. 67 is actually a long time ago, but still.
Yeah. That was almost 60 years ago.
Shit.
Yeah, so it's been a hot minute. And it's still around today. It's one of the few rides that have stuck around at Disneyland.
They've changed it a little bit, but other than that,
Well, they've changed it quite a bit, but for the most part, it's the ambiance and the nostalgia is still there from when we went as kids and enjoyed it.
And that crazy water smell that you go in.
Oh yeah, the stagnant water smell. Yeah.
I guess they use it's not chlorine. They don't want to use chlorine or a certain type of whatever. I saw some on TikTok about it months ago.
Oh, bromine.
Bromine. Yeah. Okay. That's what it was. So that's why it has its iconic Pirates of the Caribbean water smell.
To clear the bacteria and mold.
Yeah. One of the cool things I've heard and for a long time, like I guess people get like their ashes scattered. You're not supposed to do this. In fact, they get mad if you do. They want their ashes scattered on the ride. Some people have actually attempted to and gotten away with it. But the problem is when you scatter the ashes on the ride, your ashes aren't staying there. They actually flush it all into the fucking sewer and then put the water back in and refill the water. That's what I heard.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Captain Jack would have never done that.
Yeah. Maybe peed in the water, but
and surprisingly, one of the few attractions at Disneyland where no one has died.
Really?
Yep.
I wonder. Well, then again, it's kind of a dark ride. You know what I mean? Like, it's for the most part, the ride itself is slow. I do love the story it tells. Even though I think they've adapted it to kind of the new story from the movies, because it has changed. Mm-hmm. They did change a little bit. In fact, the story of the original Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't think has much to do. The old one doesn't have much to do with the actual movies. Captain Jack Sparrow was invented later, and all that other stuff. So it's kind of cool that it's kind of cool, but at the same time not cool that they adapted the ride a little bit to go with the story, but they didn't really change that much.
Yeah.
They just put in a few animatronics, which, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I haven't been to Disneyland because it's way too fucking expensive in a long time.
$104, and that's the low end. That's just a generic ticket.
But it's still expensive. Still a lot of money if you got a family of 4 going. That's $400. And that's just the very, very basic. There's those people that go like every 5 days. You see those YouTubers visiting there every as often as they can.
Must be nice to get paid for their content,
right? You hear that, YouTube? Get on the ball. You hear that, Spotify? Get on the ball. But yeah, $100 is still pretty expensive if you're going with even a family of 3 or 2. Not even to mention the price of food, man. The price of food, and if you're staying at a hotel and all that other stuff there, because I don't live in Anaheim. I'm about 4 hours away?
No, you are, yeah. You're farther than I am.
So that's a trip, and some of us don't like to be in the car more than an hour or so because because of pain, as we mentioned
Yeah.
earlier. So yeah, the ride's changed off and on throughout the years. It's gotten some updates. One of the originals was like a guy was chasing a girl around around one of the wells. Remember that?
Mhm.
And now it's the opposite, the girl chasing the guy. And that wasn't really that big a bad change. In fact, it's more funny in my opinion.
Yeah.
The nerd in me is like, don't change it. Don't change it. Keep it the way Walt wanted, but shit's gotta change. Just gotta,
To a point.
to a point.
To a point. So let's get into the movie franchise of Pirates of the Caribbean.
And this is where we first get introduced. We first get introduced to Jack Sparrow and his crew and all that other fun stuff. The Black Pearl, beautiful ship in the movies, really cool. So you want to do them from the first movie? Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because my memory about this, I remember the first one, maybe the second one. There's like what, 5, 6 movies?
With 5 movies, they're still working on the 6th.
Yeah. So I remember maybe the first 3 decently. The first one more than anything, and then everything after that I kind of got, because it was almost like Disney was shitting movies out left and right, for the sake of just making money at that point.
Well, at least with the Pirates of the Caribbean, I mean, there's pretty decent spread between them, except for number 2 and number 3.
Yeah.
So the first one, The Curse of the Black Pearl, before we get introduced to everybody, and that came out in 2003.
Again, feels like a long time.
It does feel like so long ago. But that's where you start falling in love with certain characters, Jack Sparrow, Will Turner.
Yep.
Barbossa, hate him or love him, that guy's freaking hilarious with his one-liners.
What's that? What's a female love interest, Elizabeth or something like that? I can't remember her name.
Oh yeah,
but she was
like the commandant's daughter.
Yeah, she was fancy. She came from a fancy family.
Elizabeth Swann.
Ah, Elizabeth Swann. See, I'm glad I remember her first name. And you're right. You did. The first movie was so good, you fell in love with the characters.
Yeah. And of course, you got the 2 heartthrobs as the main 2 characters, being Johnny Depp and Orlando Bloom.
Oh yeah, and that was right out of his like infamy from Lord of the Rings too, right? He was doing those and then stopped that, and not stop, but I think they were done by that time, right?
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. They could have been doing one of the other movies, but anyway, or whatever. But the he was the heartthrob from Lord of the Rings, and I mean, good old Orlando Bloom. It was and the first movie was a really good movie. I liked it had some really cool CGI for the time, because Barbossa's ship was, which I think was the Black Pearl, was cursed, and every time the moon came out, they would turn into like undead zombie creature, fucking like and honestly, for something like a pirate story, that's perfect, in my opinion.
So yeah, he had just got done filming Lord of the Rings.
So yeah, he
was probably filming both at the same time, because the last Lord of the Rings came out in 2003.
Well, he probably got done because you said that. What did the Pirates of the Caribbean come out in 2003 too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well then, fuck. He was
he was doing both at the same time.
He was a busy boy.
So, and then Dead Man's Chest came out in 2006.
Mm-hmm. And that was the sequel?
And yeah, that was when you learned more about the curse and everything. At World's End came out in 2007.
I think at World's End is when I started falling off. That was the one where I remember watching it. I watched it with my parents at their house, and I remember sitting in the living room and just falling asleep. I was so tired. It just bored me. That movie bored me. The first 2 were great, and the third one was just like, eh.
Well, I really liked all of them, because I've been a big Johnny Depp fan since Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, yeah.
And then Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And
well, Johnny Depp is an amazing actor. He's proved that.
He did the first 3.
And then a friend of mine, what was the one? I think it was the last one that came out where Barbossa Spoiler alert: Barbossa dies.
Oh, Dead Man Tells No Tales?
Was that the last one that came out?
Yeah.
The one where we find out he has a daughter and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was actually good. That one redeemed it for me. I was a friend of mine asked me to go to the movies with her and watch that movie, and we sat and watched it. And then I came in, it always helps when you go in with no fucking expectations, and then a movie like pleasantly surprises you.
Blown out of the water.
Yeah. So that was a really good one. Like that particular movie, like said a lot about Barbossa because before that we just knew him as kind of like the bad guy.
As it says here, his frenemy.
Yeah, because he's the guy that stole the Black Pearl in the first movie.
Yes.
He mutinied, and
because he was Captain Jack's first mate.
Yeah, and you get to know like all. I mean, not as much as some of the other characters, but like all the like the shipmates and all that. There's certain you get to see more of them, and there's that one guy with the fucking fake eye and the monkey and all that other. There was a lot of cool characters in that series that were fun to watch and kind of fun to go along with. So I'm interested. What's the next movie coming out? What's that going to be about? Do we know?
They haven't named it yet.
Well, I know that
untitled sixth film.
I know that Johnny Depp had some issues going with his ex-wife, I believe, for a while, and that was a big thing. Amber Heard, or whatever her name was,
and Disney cut him.
Yeah, Disney, like more or less because they thought it was the right thing to do. I'm using air quotes. They cut him, which was a bad idea before finding out the truth. And then I guess recently they came crawling back to him, like, "Could you be in this movie? We're sorry." They tried to cancel him, man. Yeah. They tried to cancel him.
They wanted to replace him as Captain Jack, and everyone pretty much told him, "Yeah, no, that's not gonna work."
There's only one Captain Jack Sparrow, man.
Pirates of the Caribbean is Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I mean they started the franchise with a character that no one's heard before, and everyone fell in love with that character. And then they wanted to take him away from us. Yeah, you know what? The movies that had to do with like Davy Jones, the squid face fuck, I kind of fell off around those. Those are the ones that I stopped watching around those. I can't remember if he was in the last one, the one where Barbossa passed, or not. I don't think so. I can't even remember the storyline. I just remember that like there was a daughter, and then it's been a long time since I've seen it. In fact, I was gonna watch it last night, but I ended up falling asleep. So that idea went out the window.
Oh wow!
So what's that?
How in 2017, Dead Man Tells No Tales came out, right? Well, in many countries around the world, it came out as Pirates of the Caribbean: Salazar's Revenge.
Huh.
Captain Armando Salazar was the one that was trying to kill Jack Sparrow and all the pirates in sea.
Oh, that's right. It was a faction thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, how would you rate the movies, Grizz? From the first one to the last one.
Ooh, first one to the last one. The first one is just great. It's what hooks you for the rest of everything.
Yeah.
Dead Man's Chest had a great story. That was number 2. Great story. I do agree with you. At World's End, number 3 was really slow. Really,
it started to fall off, and like by the time the action happened, it was not good enough. You know what I mean? Like I just
and most of the action was like the last 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, and the movie felt too long too.
But On Stranger Tides, number 4, and number 5, Dead Man Tells No Tales, were freaking amazing. I loved them. I mean, I would definitely put those top 3 series.
Watching Orlando Bloom's character kind of like grow through the series was kind of cool too. Even though in some of the movies, I don't think he had much of a part, right? I think they kind of took his character out after.
On Stranger Tides, he wasn't even in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Like
And then he, made little cameo here and there in the fifth one,
Mm-hmm.
when he comes back as the captain of the Flying Dutchman, because the Dutchman always has to have a captain.
He came.
And since
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he became the captain of. Yeah.
after he dispatched Davy Jones.
Sent him to his own locker.
So, and in the sixth one, he's actually supposed to be coming back.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
so we'll see what happens.
Having the Flying Dutchman as like a friendly ship isn't a bad thing. Like having it.
Yeah, especially since in one of them, he comes back as the captain of the Flying Dutchman, and they defeat the British dickhead, just destroying his whole fleet.
The Pirates of the Caribbean as a whole is always going to have like a special place in my heart. Some of the like you said, some of the movies fell off. Anyway, you were rating them. Like, what would you went from 1 to 3? So what would you rate 2?
I would go from best to worst. I would say 3 is probably number 5 for me.
Mm-hmm.
The number 1 is 1.
The first movie, yeah, I agree with you there.
I would say number 5 is probably number 2. Number 4 is number 3, and then number 2 is number 4.
Wow, that's a confusing lineup, but yeah, it works out. I'm gonna go 1 to 5 rating. From number 1 is 4.5, almost 5, almost perfect.
Oh, you wanted it like that? See, you change it up every damn time.
You can do 1 out of 10 if you want. Usually we do 1 out of 10. I think.
So number 1 for me would be a solid 9.
Okay.
Number 2 would be probably a 7.
Okay.
Number 3 I'd give it a solid 6. Number 4 would be like a 7.5, and number 5 would be an 8 for sure.
Okay. 1 is like you're right. 1 is probably a 9. 2 is probably a 6.5. 3 was definitely like a 4. Like it 3 just it made me not want to watch the rest of the franchise. 4 is like a 4.5. 5 was the last one, right? Yeah. 5 is definitely like a 8, maybe a 7.5. So like they're good movies. Like the ones that I love, the ones that really hit, but the ones that really missed, in my opinion. And it felt like Disney was just shitting these movies out at one point just to make some money for the franchise, as Disney does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we found a list of like, what was it, 12 things about the ride at Disneyland that might be interesting to talk about.
12 fun facts about the Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland.
Yeah.
So apparently the Pirates of the Caribbean is considered a wax museum because of all their mannequins and everything in the ride.
Huh.
That I did not know.
No, me neither. A wax museum? Yeah, of all things?
Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah, it could be considered a wax museum.
Okay.
Interesting. Lafitte's Landing?
Oh, Lafitte or whatever, something like that.
Lafitte's Landing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were actually a pirate that was an important part of building America with shipping things from, over the Atlantic to help Andrew Jackson during the Battle of New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that his little landing bar, if you want to call it, is actually a part of the ride. Songs have actually been written about him in that battle because him and his fleet controlled the Mississippi River.
Huh.
That I did not know. Interesting. It's actually called the Battle of New Orleans. In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi.
I
That song
remember
was
that
written about
song.
him.
I
That
remember
was
that
in
song.
that song was in Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
So that song was actually written about the pirate Lafayette. That
Is it
helped.
Lafitte or Lafitte? I've heard it say Lafitte. I've heard people call him Lafitte.
I don't know. I'm not Cajun. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
The song was recorded in 1959. At the same time, Walt Disney himself was thinking about adding a New Orleans square and the Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland. Wow.
I have a lot
See,
of
more
good
you know.
memories of Disneyland, and all of them kind of go down to that. One of my favorite rides is the Pirates of the Caribbean. So why don't you use that song? I had no idea that song was about that guy. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. No, I'll never listen to that song the same way again. That's awesome. The song Yo Ho, Pirate's Life for Me was actually written by a fan of the ride and sent to Disney. And there's quite a few verses.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
2,
it's
4, 6, 8,
drink
10,
up, me hearties, yo ho.
12 verses to that pirate song.
And it's the song's a banger too. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good song.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You and I ever go on a boat for fishing in the ocean, we're gonna sing that song.
Right?
But it's happening, and we're gonna record it when the world will see, and I'll be like, Lieutenant Dan,
You ain't got no legs.
no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Ice cream. I think we said that at the same time. Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, you got your special legs.
Fucking yeah, that's if we ever go, if we do that deep sea fishing trip we keep talking about, that we'll be singing that and doing Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, okay. So that thing you were talking about earlier with the changing of things in the ride, it originally went from a pirate chasing a woman to pirates chasing food, plates of food. Yeah, that was changed in '97. The pirate used to be chasing a scared woman, and now it's being okay. So it is. He's being chased by a woman for stealing a pie.
Okay, so that now she's chasing him, like I said it was.
Well, in the line right above it said the pirate was chasing food rather than women. And then the very
that
next
was the story where they didn't have to change too much.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense. That's a Disney thing to do.
They added exit signs to the ride because there were none.
Yeah.
Just in case of an emergency.
Well, they didn't want to ruin the immersion, and that what does that more than because they want when you're on the ride, they want you to believe you're actually going back in time to that era, and so yeah, the exit signs. I understand why those weren't there.
It says they were meant to be Pirates of the Caribbean, not Boy Scouts of the Caribbean.
We pillage and plunder and don't give a hoot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
The pirate ride inspires Hollywood film. Led to the popular Pirates of the Caribbean movie series. And after such success, characters from the movie series, Captain Jack Sparrow, Davy Jones, Captain Barbossa, were added to the attraction.
Yep.
Even on some of the light fixtures, like the chandeliers, you can see Jack the Monkey Pirate.
Oh, that's cool.
Hanging from one of the chandeliers.
Isn't there supposed to be a real skull on the ride somewhere?
That's the myth. We'll see if it's down here.
Yeah.
So dine inside the ride. Pirates of the Caribbean in Disney offers one of the most unique and exciting places to dine.
Oh yeah, because
Right inside the New Orleans Bayou.
there's that
Make sure
that
to
eatery
get yours.
that you
Yeah,
get to see one of the final drops.
Yeah, the Blue Bayou.
Mm-hmm. I've never had the pleasure of eating there, but I heard it's good.
It says pay attention to the fireflies and the sounds of frogs and crickets in the background. Well, because it's you're supposed to be in the bayou.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're paying attention to them, that maybe they're like Morse coding you something. Help me!
She touched my tra-la-la.
They're singing the pirate song.
So there's hidden Mickeys throughout the ride, just like any Disney
Anywhere in Disneyland, or even in the games
Disney
and stuff.
Park. Yeah,
yeah.
They're all hidden in plain sight, and they're Easter eggs. Just outside of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. They're also okay. So throughout the park, often finding both intentional and unintentional ones. But there are some in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Disney.
Yeah, there's hidden Mickeys everywhere, and it's really cool that they did that. It's not, and it's funny because it's not as blatant as like you're going by and one of the animatronics is wearing a Disney hat, a Mickey Mouse hat or something.
Oh, and I guess there's an actual Mickey, not just like the outline of the head, but an actual Mickey, like halfway up the waterfall.
Huh. Just hidden really well.
Yeah, apparently. So that's cool. Now I'm gonna be looking for him.
Oh yeah. If I ever go back, which maybe we'll see. The back lets me. I don't think I can do those drops or anything like that anymore.
Take a couple gummies, you'll be fine.
Hey, if I take a couple gummies, I'll be dancing with the animatronics.
We'll get you a wheelchair.
We'll never be invited back. We'll never get to go back. I'll be going my inner Sea of Thieves.
So apparently, when they first constructed the ride, shortly thereafter, it had to be shut down. The fire marshal came through, and all the lanterns that are hanging were actual kerosene lanterns.
Wow,
not electric.
I could see that. Yeah, that's not good.
It was periodically setting off the fire alarms in the ride.
You want to talk about taking away from the aesthetic? Imagine going through it and the fire alarms going off.
So apparently there's 120 different animatronics. Over 120 animatronics. Ooh,
there's a lot going on in that ride. There really is.
The people, chickens, pigs, and the donkeys. Wow.
But not to mention the ships blasting each other in one of my favorite scenes where your little ship is going between like the boats battling. I love that shit. If I could go back in time and write it as it was when it first came out, as opposed to what it looks like now, I would love that comparison.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. Especially see like do like the 3D time travel where you go through one and then you immediately go through the other.
That would be cool. It'd be really awesome if someone did that on like a computer program. Oh.
Disney, make some fucking money. Get your shit done.
There's an idea. Just give us credit. We don't even want money. We do want money, but give
Disney
us some credit.
Ain't never gonna give us credit for shit.
No. They're like
Rockstar never gave us money for all the times we bitch and complained about all their bugs.
Fix your shit, Rockstar. But I think that's about it as far as some information on the Pirates of the Caribbean. So actually, is it the Pirates of the Caribbean or the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Well, we're not from the Caribbean, so it's the Caribbean.
Okay, well, I'm asking because, like, what's the correct pronunciation?
Depends on who you ask and where you grew up.
So do people from the Caribbean call it the Caribbean?
Yeah, or they probably call it home.
Of course. But the Caribbean, that's how I grew up.
I think that's just like an American white version.
I think so. I think it's a whitewashed way of saying it.
Because, every other place in the world calls the Caribbean.
Yeah. But it's an
but they also don't know how to pronounce the town I live in or the one you live in. So
true.
Fuck them.
True. So I guess I think we're gonna wind down, guys. Is there anything else you want to say, Grizz? Did we miss maybe?
No. I think we pretty much covered it. Without going into too much detail for every single movie. That would be way too long of a podcast.
Oh yeah, we'd be here way too long.
If there are any questions or anything that you want us to talk about, whether it be with like a specific movie or something, even in this topic of the Pirates of the Caribbean, the Caribbean, bullshit. There is a number that you can call to leave us a message and let us know. And that number is 559-997-6803. You can call us, let us know what you thought about the podcast, what you want us to talk about. If you want us to elaborate on things in a future podcast, with a specific topic. You want us to watch a movie, play a game, eat something, drink something.
We do got to do another Booze Brothers. I know Monster bought something for that in specific.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, so did you.
I bought it yesterday, and I'm trying not to drink it.
Fight the urge.
But I probably will tonight. But yeah, again, that number is 559-997-6803. Give us a ring. Let us know anything.
All right. Well, with that said and done, guys, we're going to put an end to the podcast. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Till then, we want you to stay nerdy.
And stay sexy. Always.